Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this lesson by giving all praises, glory and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors as always to the apostles and elders, the great Muslim of the world, and shalom to the elect that are listening and learning. And it's going to be a quick one. Just wanted to speak a little bit on this article here. And this is Bank of England. It says Britons need to accept their poorer, says Bank of England economist. Goes on to just touches onto a couple of things. Which, first of all, Esau is looking to devalue the currencies, which causes inflation. Okay, which means the purchasing power of your currency, your money, is weaker. Okay, when you're printing more and more bills, you're creating wealth out of thin air. What that does is, the more there is of it, it's devaluing it's the currency, because it's not really backed by anything, backed by different things like resources like gold or silver, backed by precious materials, backed by military might, but ultimately these fiat currencies are what basically, if you believe it, then it works. Okay, but it's not real money. Real money, according to the scriptures, let's get a quick precept on that. Let's get what real money is according to the scriptures. Okay, this is Genesis chapter 13 verse 2, and this is talking about Abram, which became Abraham. Okay, it says, and Abram was very rich, so he was a rich man in what? In cattle, meaning what? That he had livestock. Okay, if the Lord's with you, and you're if the Lord's blessing you, that's a never-ending resource, basically. Okay, livestock. Which, if you have livestock, you gotta have land for them to graze. Okay, silver, and in gold and silver, man. Okay, precious metals. So, that's why you got the gold and silver of today, which they're really manipulating the price of that. It's worth much more. Okay, but you got that famous picture of one of the I think it's the Rothschilds. It might have been, it's either Jacob or Evelyn, one of them, where they standing next to a vault of gold. I remember Elder Omar showing me that a couple of years back, and pretty much, man, that is that shows you what the wealth is. Now, going back to this, there's a saying. Let's get that quote. Gold is the currency of kings. Let's get that quote. Right? It says, who made this quote? Now I'm curious. Norm France. Right. Gold is the money of kings. Silver is the money of gentlemen. Barter is the money of peasants. But debt is the money of slaves. And pretty much we're in debt slavery. Okay? And the fiat currencies are basically IOUs. And what they're saying here, Britain, which Britain, you had the British Empire, pretty much a powerhouse. Okay, the Rothschilds are over here. Says Britain needs to accept their poorer. Okay, you had Brexit, you had the C-19. You had a lot of things that's happened that's that these elites have basically orchestrated to mess with the economy. And who gets hit? The slave class, man, which is the bottom class, which is pretty much us. Okay, the majority of the people, the 99%, if you will. Okay, it says British households and businesses need to accept they are poorer and stop seeking pay increases and pushing prices higher. And pretty much, this is orchestrated by the bank. The Bank of England is a private bank anyway. Okay, owned by the elites. This isn't some government bank. This is a privately owned bank. Okay, which other banks go based of this bank, of a high street banks. They're coming up with the whole digital currency that they're exploring. Rishi Sunak's big on that. The Prime Minister, and pretty much over here in the UK, and pretty much they're pushing forth the agenda because they want to. It's all leading up to the fulfillment of Revelation 13 and 16. We can't stop talking about that. That's the microchip implant. Okay, now while this is all going on, I had a quick preset. I just wanted to read this, and I'm going to go into this. You know, you got Jakes that are in that mindset. You know, while this is happening, the economy's crashing, the economy's being destroyed. Soon it's not going to be food scarcity, famines. Meanwhile, you got Jake out there in the world trying to make it. You know, business and this and that. Well, I got a quick preset, man. All right, I'm gonna read it in the NLV as well. This is Proverbs chapter 23, verse 4. It says, "Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom." You know, Jake, you know, you tell him about this word, rather than getting the true riches, which is what this word is, the true treasures. You know, they're trying to build their barns greater. They're trying to build up in this kingdom when they're just a slave, man. Okay? We're in slavery under the Esau. You know, there's invisible walls that you can't pass. Okay? You had what, Kanye West? You saw what happened with him. Okay? You had that interview that he had with Sway, where he said, you know, he spoke about the Medici family. He spoke about, you know, how basically he's being put out of his moment. Basically what he was saying is, there's people who make the decision whether I can enter that club or not, and he can't, man. Okay? Because the people in that club are Edomites, devils. And to them, he's just a nigger. That's what it is. Doesn't matter. You know, he's there for entertainment value, to be used and abused, to use against Jake, against, you know, our own people. I'm gonna get this in NIV. Proverbs 23 and 4. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. So you got Jakes out there. They're thinking, you know, get rich quick schemes, pyramid schemes, building idea. You know, this. Oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. Scripture say not to wear yourself out to get rich. You know, you had Solomon. Okay, where he was born. He was born into the royal family because he was the son of David. Okay, but he increased even more so in riches. Let's get that. Let's get Ecclesiastes. What is it? Let me get Ecclesiastes 1, and then from there, what is it now? Bear with me. That's it. Ecclesiastes 2. Hold on. Let's get that as well. Right, hold that on deck. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. This is when Solomon was in power, he was rich, and Solomon is Yahweh Shai. Okay, in the reincarnation. Okay, he came back as Yahweh Shai, but he was, you know, came before as Solomon. Okay, and he was the pretty much, you know, wisest, richest king. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. It said, "I said in mine heart, go to now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, and behold, this also is vanity. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, and what doeth it? I sought in mine heart to give myself unto wine, yet acquainting mine heart with wisdom, and to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was that was good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all the days of their life." So let's go into it. "I made me great works, I builded me houses, I planted me vineyards." That's all costs money. "I made me gardens and orchards, and I planted trees in them, and all kinds of fruits. I made me pools of water to water there with the wood that bringeth forth trees. I got me servants and maidens, and had servants born in my house. Also I had great possessions of great and small cattle above all that were in Jerusalem before me." Okay, so he was balling. "I gathered me also silver and gold, and peculiar treasure of kings and of the provinces." Let's jump on to verse 9. "So I was great, and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me." Now, okay, pretty much what Solomon sought after was wisdom, and all these other things were added on to him, man. Okay, he increased more than all that were before him in Jerusalem. So that the highest of the high. Now let's read a quick precept. This is 1 Kings 10 and 27. "And the king made silver to be in Jerusalem as stones, and cedars made he to be as the sycamore trees that are in the vale, for abundance." So there was so much riches, people doing so good. Okay, and this is talking about Solomon when you read up. There's who was doing so good that silver was regarded as stone. Okay? Like nothing, man. So what does that prove you? It shows you that if you're meant to get these riches, it's given to you of the Lord, And we are going to be filthy rich, man. But first, okay, seek ye the kingdom. Let's get that. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'al Shai and his righteousness. It's got to be done in righteousness. And all these things shall be added unto you. Okay? Bear with me. Okay, meaning what? Everything's going to be added. We're going to be looked after, man. Okay? We're going to be filthy rich in the kingdom, man. Okay? I mean, like, dripping. That it's just going to be crazy, man. Okay? How and the thing is, it's not even a matter, because let me show you one blessing that we're going to attain in the kingdom. Okay, this is going to be a blessing that we're going to have in the kingdom for keeping the law, statutes, commandments perfect, because the Lord's going to make us perfect in the kingdom, right? Let me show you a couple. Blessed, Deuteronomy 28:5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. So you're going to be stacking. Okay, we're going to have so much in abundance. Okay, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy ground and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. So, hey, remember that never-ending resource we spoke about? Blessed. I mentioned if you're blessed, if you can be blessed. Okay. The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand to do. Right now we're not blessed, so you know what's going to happen when you set that business up? It's going to fail, man. And even if it goes through, okay, even if it's working out, the scriptures say, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath." That can be taken away from you like that, man. When we're coming into time of Jacob's trouble, that ain't going to help you. Righteousness is going to reign supreme. Faith on the earth. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee. So pretty much, man. Verse 11. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods. Man, you got to see the blessings. And in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee. So we're going to be blessed beyond measure, man. Man, it's going to be, should we just talk about pleasures forevermore? You know, but that's got to happen in righteousness, in order. This ain't the time. This is the time for it to bear the indignation of the Lord. This is the time to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And a lot of Jakes don't get that, man. You know, the economic forecast, it doesn't look good, man. The scriptures talk about famines, talk about Jacob's trouble. We're not going into a good time. This ain't the time to be setting up in this kingdom. You know, it's about getting it in the word, man. So, you know, Lord willing, that was edifying. Just a quick spirit lesson in the spirit. And Lord willing, and with that, man, I'm going to say shalom. Shalom to the elect.